is Nikki at Facelesstrader from Manila, Philippines, and we're going to present to you a chart attack for May 27, 2020. We're going to discuss the global markets and show you the charts that we think are for you to know. So chart attack May 27, 2020. This thread, I also shared it on our Facelesstrader Twitter account. Twilio, a very strong name, is now topping out after a 200% run from the lows. So we think that at 210, at 196, people are starting to sell it off. Can it fall to 170? This is a sell signal. One more, we've got a lot of selling pressure. Shopify also selling down from 840 down to 770. That's a 10% bearish engulfing. Can it fall further to 700 or 672? This is an extension after an extension. After a very strong earnings pop here at about $600, it resumed going up all the way till about 700, where there was an issuance of $1 billion. But it continued rising. This is extension after extension. This has to somehow pull back possibly at about 672 to about 713 initially, or it could even be deeper at 630. This is almost to 200% move since 300 bottom of March. Next, you've got the strongest names. Team, Atlassian also falling down. This is a bearish engulfing. You could see that after strong earnings, cloud names are giving up some of their gains. Bearish signal. Chegg Education, of course, it made a strong gap up after earnings, showing how well that people are really transitioning from the COVID pandemic. But after that 40 to 70 run, actually from 28 from the March lows, we're seeing a lot of selling pressure. People are now starting to take profit for Chegg. Can it go down another 10%? The way that the markets are looking, it's giving you sell signals. Other sell signals, we're seeing Coupa Software falling down from about 230 to 217. More selling pressure to go. Looks like we have been topping out for a lot of cloud names. It's true as well for gaming names. AMD, even after strong earnings report, has started to actually have double, triple tops here. 56 is a selling pressure. 53 still sold down. When it breaks 50, it will be more bearishness. So those who like gaming should continue to sell. You might need to wait lower levels for your entry points. DDOG, of course, a very strong run up from about 28 to 72. It's more than 300% moves from the lows. You got some selling pressure. Maybe for Datadog, this gap up at about 64 could be your entry point if you're trying to enter Datadog. So wait a bit. Cloud names, we've been trying to buy this before earnings. This was the earnings pop. So any drops from about 60 low is really an opportunity. So, but in the short term, we're seeing selling pressure. We're seeing selling pressure in many cloud names. FSLY is also dropping. 5G, this is going up due to the earnings. Same thing after earnings. This is 100% move. Some taking profit happening nowadays. 5N, also the same cloud names. That is a strong bearish signal, 104 to 95. Another 10% down possible. We're seeing Okta sinking down. Okta reports earnings this Thursday. If it sinks well below at 170, there might be people starting to buy it before Thursday earnings. But we're seeing a lot of selling pressure for the remote work collaboration names as well. Take-Two, no redemption. There's a very strong sell signal. You could see that the gaming, even the games are selling down. Take-Two Interactive, but also Action. A lot of your stay-at-home winners are falling down last night. A lot of people are starting to take profit from their strong wins. NVDA had a great earnings report, but people started taking profit 360 to 350. Perhaps a strong support here at 300. Most of your winners, we don't foresee them going down like very low, but a 10% slide in the next few weeks is not unimaginable due to their very strong 50 to 100 to 200%. So a huge healthy pause is just needed. We're seeing a lot of selling pressure. I'm gonna show to you. So you're seeing cloud names, semiconductor names. Lock-in could be a short covering setup. Yesterday, the first bounce, 50%. People have been talking lock-in could be delisted. There is still selling pressure here at 250 and 3. A delisting could mean that it goes to 0. But I think that some people are betting this is a very risky name because it's a fraud. It's an admitted fraud. It could go 250 or it could go down below $2 again. But so far, it looks like as long as it stays above this $1.50, people are betting a short recovery about $3. So we'll see. I'm not sure, but that is a setup that's happening. We're seeing these few names as well. I'm going to show to you a lot of sell signals. Wait up. So there's a lot of sell signals, but also a lot of good things that's happened overnight. So some of the good things that happened was, of course, StoneCo. StoneCo gaps up tonight, $34 after its pretty great earnings report. So we were lucky that we covered StoneCo. Well, it's not really luck. We really followed it as well. We were covering it at about $24, $25 and really got in before the earnings report. So it was a pleasant news that StoneCo has been saying this in their earnings report after market hours. Our online business continues to evolve very fast. According to Nielsen, approximately 8.4 billion Brazilian real was transacted on April 27. We estimate approximately 51% of that volume went through Stone's platforms. So take note that Stone has 495,000 clients active before the earnings report. So we really got a good earnings for StoneCo this month. And we're seeing it open about $34 tonight. Your resistance is somewhere at 45. So you can still enter if you don't have StoneCo. You might wish to enter 34, 33 even during that gap up. I'll show you the charts. Now there are some names that I think could also be bought. Let me show to you. Other than the shorts, because as you can see, we have a lot of sell signal pressure. Your cloud names, your remote are starting to give up gains. NVIDIA, gaming, Domino's Pizza, sell report, sell signal. You've got a lot of head resistance here for Domino's Pizza, 380, sell off. You've also got your CMG, Chipotle, starting to feel some pressure here. That is a 272 extension for Fibonacci from its previous high. An all-time high, too good to be true. So this is a sell signal galore for Chipotle. We've got sell signal galore for a lot of strong names, even Zoom. Zoom is giving sell signals here at about 165. It could fall back to about 150 to 140. Just to go back to that channel. DocuSign, sell first too. We like cloud names. We like This is your this is essentially an online, as it said, it's document sign, right? So you do document signatures online. So of course it's a remote work beneficial play, and it was great ever since. So we're seeing a lot of sell signals, but when you look at the watch list as well, your bad names, quote unquote, your bad names. So we talked about these names: Capri Holdings, Delta Airlines, PVH. These are the weakest links of the market. The money has been flowing from the winners, from the Michael Jordans, to the very, very bench warmers. So there's a rotation going on in the market. Airlines, retail, your bad names are going up 10, 11, 12, 13%. You could see that Capri, PVH, Southwest Airlines, even Bed Bath & Beyond, Oceaneering, even the banks are getting some rallies here. So we're seeing some dead cat bounce opportunities in your airlines. So actually, Delta Airlines has gone from about 20 to 26 or about 30% ever since the transportation data has bottomed out for the airlines. It used to have 80,000 tourists. Now we've got about 30,000 tourists as per the industry reports. So yeah, but take note, Capri will report earnings, I think 3 days from now. So bad earnings could lead it downward after a significant move. These have been moving about, sorry, I think like for Capri, it has been moving maybe 30% before earnings report. So if the earnings really are bad, then it could fall on that earnings report. So what we're seeing is actually a huge short covering for the most battered names. While we are seeing all of our Don Z era names, the resilient, the great names that we like to own are starting to pull back, giving a lot of sell signals from Take-Two, Shopify, TWLO, TWLO, Etsy, Activision, Zoom, NVIDIA. So you've got a lot of sell signals. DDOG wants to have a sell-off first. Mercado Libre, they wanna just pause. There's a lot of pause. So you could see that a lot of people are starting to take profit. Although C Limited hasn't given a sell signal yet, some people might wish to take profits, seeing that extension after extension after extension. So knowing that Shopify has already started to sell off, maybe one of these days, C Limited could also be topping out. So we have a lot of sell signals. You could also see that some of our longs, so other than Stone Co, we think that Huya has been battered ever since that Senate bill. You might want to check out Huya. Huya looks to have a good support at about $16. You could probably sell it at $19 to $20. Given that their live streaming platforms has actually done well. I checked the earnings report, it's not so bad. Tremendous growth. C Limited, you might wish to take profits here a bit, even if there's no sell signal, or just put the trail stop at $80 to protect your gains. Very strong run up on the earnings and the convertible securities, which helps the company. With that, I hope that you learned a lot from our chart attack. Just gonna show to you a few names as well. Sorry, let me show to you. So Huya has been falling after the earnings report, but we think that here at about 16 to 15.76, enter here. It can go down further at $15, but we think that you can have a run up back to about 21. Its parent company YY started shooting up 12% last night. After a drop, starts to go up. Other competitors like DouYu live streaming, reversal. After a big drop, strong reversal for DouYu. So that was after a good earnings beat. So in general, I think live streaming platforms of China, the Twitches of China are not being recognized well. And that could be a long opportunity for those who want to go long. Now, if you're trying to short the market through the semiconductors, this is a company, this is an ETF. It's a bearish ETF. You could probably trade for the next 3 days, buy near 7 to 750, sell at about 8 to 850. That is also a potential short-term trade if you are trying to sell AMD, NVIDIA, and so forth. So these are just short-term trades. The charts that we shared are short-term in nature. It's a possible short-term weakness for your winners, while a rotation to your heavily battered name. We've seen a lot of the heavily battered names, really strong rises for the casinos like Scientific Games. But as you could see, this level, $16, is a take profit. We gave an entry somewhere here at about 10, 11. That is a 50% run in just a few days. Amount take profit might be also needed to be taken. Some breather. So you could see all the charts we shared. I hope to see you again tomorrow. This is a daily chart market update, and goodbye.